Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. This time, we're taking a deep dive into something super relevant for all you health and wellness coaches out there.
Yeah, this should be a good one.
We're going to be talking about AI and automation and how you can use that to totally, revolutionize your business.
Yeah, it's a hot topic. Lots of buzz around this.
It is, and for good reason. Imagine a world where you don't have to worry about scheduling or sending reminders. You can just focus on what you love, which is coaching.
Exactly. Spend more time with clients, less time on the admin stuff. And speaking of, revolutionizing your business, the wellness market itself is booming right now. It's a huge opportunity for coaches like you listening.
It is. It's valued at over $4.5 trillion right now, and health coaching specifically is expected to grow by almost 13% every single year.
So yeah, huge potential for growth. And the best part is we've got ton of amazing resources for this. Deep dive articles, research, even case studies from coaches who are already using AI and automation to crush it.
I love that we have those case studies so we can actually see how this is working in the real world.
Yeah, definitely.
But when we talk about AI and automation, I think some people might think, oh, just using Calendly to schedule my appointments.
Right.
This is so much bigger than that. Right?
Oh, yeah, way beyond that. We're talking about powerful tools like Go High Level and Coach Accountable to manage your whole client relationship, or integrating apps like MyFitnessPal and Apple Health to get a real deep understanding of what's going on with your client.
That personalized data.
Exactly. So you can personalize everything.
And it's not just about gathering that data, it's about what you can do with it. Our source material talked about this idea that you can use AI to analyze the data from wearables and find patterns.
Oh, yeah. That's fascinating.
It is fascinating. So, for example, let's say your client, their sleep quality just tanks every Wednesday. The AI could flag that and be like, hey, what's going on with Wednesday? What's happening? So you can address it proactively with your client.
Right. You're not just waiting for them to bring it up or to notice it yourself.
It's like having a 247 data analyst on your team.
I mean, wouldn't that be amazing?
Right. That would be incredible. Instead of looking through spreadsheets, you're getting these insights delivered to you.
Exactly.
But before we get too carried away with the tech, our sources really emphasize that it's important to understand how health coaching itself has evolved.
Right. You can't just slap some fancy tech onto an outdated model.
Exactly.
Things have changed.
It's not just about giving generic advice anymore. It's about this hyper-personalized experience. It's like behavioral psychology meeting cutting-edge technology.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And, our deep dive here looks at a bunch of different techniques like motivational interviewing, habit stacking, positive psychology, all these things that can really create lasting change for your clients.
Okay, so I love the idea of these impactful transformations.
Yeah.
But can you give me a concrete example of how these techniques actually work?
Sure. Let's say you have a client who wants to start meditating every day, but they just can't seem to make it stick.
Happens to the best of us.
So instead of just saying, okay, meditate for 10 minutes each morning, you use habit stacking. So maybe they already make a cup of coffee every morning.
Right.
So the new routine becomes make coffee, then meditate while you're enjoying those first few sips.
Oh, I like that.
So you're linking the new behavior to something they already do consistently.
So smart.
Makes it so much easier to integrate.
Yeah, it takes the pressure off of trying to create this whole new habit from scratch.
Exactly.
I love that. And this approach, it aligns with how technology has expanded our reach as coaches too, right?
It really does. I mean, with all these digital tools and telehealth platforms, you can coach anyone, anywhere in the world.
I mean, you could be in New York.
You could be in New York. Your client could be in London.
Right, and using an app like MyFitnessPal to track their progress.
It's amazing. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
It really does. It's so empowering.
It is.
Okay, but before we get ahead of ourselves and start building these AI-powered wellness empires, our sources really stress the importance of getting the fundamentals right first.
Right. It's like building a house. You need a strong foundation.
Yeah.
Before you start putting up walls.
Exactly. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about defining our niche.
Yes.
Understanding our unique value proposition, and getting crystal clear on who our ideal client is.
Exactly. Those are the building blocks of a thriving business.
Okay, so we're not just saying I'm a health coach.
Right.
We're getting way more specific.
Exactly.
So how do we find that perfect niche where our passions meet market demand?
Well, the sources suggest a really cool framework for this. It starts with reflecting on your passions within the wellness world. What are you truly excited about?
Yeah.
Is it fitness, nutrition, stress management, or maybe working with a specific group of people like busy moms, entrepreneurs,
Right.
something like that?
So figure out what you love,
Yes.
and then what?
And then you see how that aligns with what people are actually looking for help with.
Right, because passion alone doesn't pay the bills.
Sadly, no.
Sadly, no. We got to find that sweet spot where our expertise meets a real need in the market.
Right.
So are there specific tools or strategies to help us identify those opportunities?
Oh, there are. One that came up a lot was market research.
Okay.
And this doesn't have to be super complicated.
Okay, good.
You could start by looking at what other coaches in your potential niche are doing. Check out their websites, their social media. What are their clients saying about them? What are they charging? That'll give you a really good sense of what's working and where there might be gaps that you can fill.
So it's like detective work.
It is. It's a little bit like that. You're piecing together clues to uncover these hidden opportunities.
Love it.
You can also use social media to understand what your ideal clients are talking about. What are their challenges, their aspirations? What kind of content are they engaging with?
Right. So it's about getting into their world and understanding what they need.
Exactly.
Okay, so we found our passion,
Yeah.
identified a market need,
Yep.
started to understand our ideal client,
Mm-hmm.
but how do we stand out from the crowd?
Ah, that's where your unique value proposition comes in.
Oh, yeah, tell me more.
This is where you articulate what makes you special. What unique benefits and results clients will get from working with you specifically.
Okay.
Is it your personal experience overcoming a health challenge, a specialized training program?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's your amazing ability to create a supportive environment.
Right.
Whatever it is, it needs to be clear, concise, and connect with people on an emotional level.
Right. So it's not just about listing your credentials. It's about showing people why you're the best guide for their wellness journey.
Exactly. And once you've nailed that down, you have a really solid foundation to start building your empire.
This is making so much sense. But how do we know if we're on the right track? How do we get feedback before investing a ton of time and energy?
That's where testing comes in. You can create simple surveys or polls. Ask people about their biggest challenges, what kind of support they're looking for, what kind of content they like.
Mm-hmm.
Share these on social media, email them out, even post them in online forums.
Okay, so get that real-world feedback from potential clients.
Exactly.
Use the data to refine your messaging.
Right, and make sure you're offering something that people truly value.
Okay, I'm loving this so far, but now I'm curious to dive into the tech. How can we use AI and automation to streamline our operations and create amazing client experiences?
That's where the real magic happens, and we'll be exploring all of that in the next part of our deep dive. Stay tuned.
I can't wait. All right, so we're back and we are ready to explore the tech side of things.
Yeah, this is where it gets really fun.
I know. How can we use AI and automation to make our lives as coaches easier and create those exceptional client experiences?
Yeah, it's like building this high-performance coaching toolkit,
Yeah.
picking the right tools for the job.
I love that analogy. And, our sources highlighted some incredible platforms designed specifically for health and wellness coaches.
Oh yeah, there's some really cool stuff out there.
There is. And I'm particularly intrigued by the idea of using a CRM to manage client relationships.
Oh yeah, CRMs can be game changers.
They can, but I have to admit, I've always found them a little intimidating.
I know, I used to feel the same way. They used to be so clunky and complicated. But the ones out there today are so user-friendly and powerful.
Okay, good, because I need user-friendly.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah.
Think of a CRM as your central command center for all things client-related.
Okay, so no more frantic searches through emails and sticky notes.
Exactly. It's all organized and easily accessible in one place.
I love that.
Yeah. And, a CRM like Coach Accountable, it's really designed with health coaches in mind.
Okay.
You can store client information, track their progress, schedule sessions, send messages, share resources, all in one secure platform.
So it's basically like having a personal assistant, but it never takes a day off.
Pretty much, yeah.
I can get on board with that. But what about automation platforms? What are those all about?
Okay, so imagine this. A new client signs up for your program. Instead of you having to manually send a welcome email, an intake form, a link to schedule their first session, you set up an automated workflow that does all of that for you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Platforms like Go High Level and Zapier, you can connect all these different apps and services so everything just flows seamlessly.
So smooth for both you and the client.
Exactly. It saves you so much time and energy, And, the client gets this really professional experience right from the start.
I love that. But with all this automation, how do we make sure we're still providing a personalized experience?
That's where AI-powered personalization comes in. So let's say you're using MyFitnessPal for client nutrition tracking. You can actually integrate that data with your coaching platform and have AI analyze it to provide personalized feedback.
Oh, wow.
So instead of just seeing, okay, the client logged a meal, you get insights like, this meal is high in protein, which is perfect for their muscle building goals, or this meal seems low in fiber. Let's brainstorm some ways to up their intake.
Okay, that is amazing. It's like having this nutritionist, this sleep expert, this fitness guru all rolled into one AI-powered assistant.
I know, it's incredible. And it goes beyond just the data analysis, too. It extends to communication as well.
Okay, how so?
Instead of sending these generic email blasts to
Yeah.
everyone, you can use AI to segment your audience
Okay.
based on their interests, their goals, even where they are in their journey with you.
So someone who just downloaded like a free guide on stress management, they
Right.
might get a different email sequence than someone who's been working with me one-on-one for 6 months.
Exactly. Platforms like ActiveCampaign and MailChimp, they let you create these really targeted email campaigns so the right message gets to the right person at the right time.
It's amazing that you can do that even when you're working with a lot of people.
It is, and it helps you build those relationships even at scale.
Okay, so we've got the CRM for managing those client relationships,
Yep.
automation platforms for streamlining tasks, AI for personalization communication tools for staying connected. It's like assembling this coaching dream team.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about chatbots and virtual assistants yet.
Oh, yeah, those AI-powered tools, they can provide 24/7 support, right?
Exactly. They can answer FAQs, offer resources, even provide little nudges of encouragement.
Okay, I have to be honest.
Yeah.
I've always been a little skeptical of chatbots. Can they really provide effective coaching support? I feel like they would lack that human touch.
I get it. I was too at first. But think of it this way. What if a client is having trouble logging a meal in MyFitnessPal late at night? They can message the chatbot and get instant support.
Instead of waiting for you to get back to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're feeling discouraged and just need a quick boost. The chatbot can be programmed to deliver inspiring quotes or remind them of their progress.
Okay, so it's not about replacing human interaction.
No, not right.
It's about providing these extra layers of support when you're not available.
Right. And you can really customize the chatbot to match your coaching style so it feels authentic and supportive.
Okay, I like that. This is all sounding amazing, but I imagine there's a bit of a learning curve with all these different tools.
There is, for sure. It takes time to figure out what works best for you and your business.
Right.
But the good news is most of these platforms have really great tutorials and support resources.
Oh, okay.
And there are even communities where you can connect with other coaches who are using the same tools.
So you don't have to figure it all out on your own.
Exactly. You can learn from each other and share tips and tricks.
I love that. Okay, but let's talk about the client experience.
Yeah.
How do we make sure that all this tech actually enhances the human connection rather than hindering it?
That's a great question. And one of the keys is to use technology to gather insights that deepen your understanding of your clients. Imagine being able to see patterns in their sleep data or exercise routine that you might not have noticed otherwise.
Ooh, that would be helpful.
Right. It lets you tailor your coaching sessions to their specific needs and ask more insightful questions.
It's like having this secret window into their daily lives.
It is. And platforms like FitsW let you create these personalized dashboards that track key metrics so your clients can actually see their progress in real time.
And stay motivated.
Exactly. They feel empowered,
Yeah.
and you get valuable data to inform your coaching strategies.
Win-win. I love how these tools can benefit both coaches and clients.
It's really amazing, and the possibilities are only going to grow as technology continues to evolve. We're already seeing incredible things with AI-powered goal setting and real-time feedback tools.
It's exciting to think about the future of coaching. But for now, let's shift gears and explore how to scale all of this into a thriving wellness empire.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
That's where the real fun begins. How can we reach a wider audience and build a business that truly thrives? I can't wait to find out.
Me too. This is going to be good.
Okay, so we've talked about all the amazing ways AI and automation can help us streamline our coaching and create those exceptional client experiences. But now let's talk about scaling. How do we take all of this and turn it into a thriving wellness empire?
Yeah, it's like taking everything we've learned and amplifying it Reaching more people,
Mm,
building a business that gives you freedom and flexibility.
that's the dream, right? And our sources, they highlighted some really exciting strategies to make that dream a reality.
They did. There's so much potential here.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's hear it. So one thing that kept coming up was the idea of creating digital products.
Oh, yeah. Digital products are huge right now.
They are, and for good reason. It seems like such a great way to reach a wider audience and generate income, even when you're not actively coaching.
Exactly. You're packaging your expertise into something people can access anywhere, anytime.
So it could be online courses, ebooks, meal plans.
Pretty much anything you can think of.
It sounds amazing. Share your knowledge, help people create a more sustainable income stream. But where do we even start?
Well, the sources suggested starting with identifying a need or a challenge your ideal client is facing. What are they struggling with? What transformation are they looking for?
Okay, so like mastering meal prep for busy professionals.
Exactly. Or creating a calm and focused morning routine. Something like that.
So find that sweet spot where our expertise meets what people are searching for.
Right. And then think about the best format to deliver that knowledge. Would an ebook be most effective? Or maybe a video course with step-by-step demonstrations?
It's like choosing the perfect outfit. It needs to fit the occasion.
I love that analogy.
Ah.
And the beauty of digital products is you create them once and they can generate income for years.
Passive income.
Exactly. And there are platforms like Teachable Thinkific Gumroad that make it super easy to create and sell these products.
Okay, that's good to know. But I also love the energy of life coaching.
Oh, me too.
Is there a way to scale that experience without being limited by how many one-on-one clients you can take on?
Absolutely. Our sources talked a lot about group coaching programs.
Okay.
So think live workshops via Zoom, a private community forum where clients can connect and support each other.
I love that community aspect.
Yeah, it's amazing. You can even provide access to like exclusive resources, workout plans, recipes, things like that.
So it's more affordable, it's more accessible.
Right. And you can use technology to make it even more engaging. Think interactive quizzes, polls, Q&A sessions.
It's like building a wellness movement.
It's amazing.
It is, but with all these offerings and a growing audience, how do we manage all the inquiries and nurture those relationships effectively?
That's where AI-powered lead management comes in. Platforms like ActiveCampaign and ConvertKit, they let you segment your audience based on their interests, their behavior, where they are in their journey with you.
So you can send those hyper-personalized messages.
Exactly. So instead of sending the same email to everyone, you can tailor your communication to their specific needs.
Okay, I'm following you. Give me an example.
Sure. So let's say someone downloads your free guide on stress management.
Okay.
You could automatically enroll them in an email sequence that provides additional tips and resources, maybe even an invitation to join your upcoming group program on stress management.
Wow, so smart. It's like having a virtual assistant who knows exactly what each person needs to hear.
Exactly.
Mm.
And it makes the experience so much more valuable for everyone.
This is incredible, but as our audience grows, how do we make sure we're not losing that personal touch?
That's so important, and our sources had some great advice on this. First, don't underestimate the power of small, personalized gestures.
Okay, like what?
A handwritten note, a personalized email just checking in can make a big difference.
It's like those birthday cards companies send you. It's obviously automated, but it's still nice.
Exactly. And you can do that with your digital products too, like offer live Q&A sessions for students in your online course, or send a welcome email to everyone who buys your ebook, inviting them to connect on social media.
It's about creating those moments of connection.
Right. Even when you're not interacting face-to-face.
Okay, this is all great, but let's talk about the financial side of things. Building a sustainable business requires smart planning, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our sources really emphasize the importance of diversifying your income.
Okay, so not relying solely on one-on-one coaching.
Exactly.
Huh.
Think about memberships, subscription boxes, partnerships with other businesses.
Okay, so multiple streams of income.
Right. It's like having a diversified investment portfolio.
I like that analogy. It spreads the risk.
Exactly. And don't forget to track your finances and set realistic goals. Tools like QuickBooks can be really helpful for that.
Okay, so many good tips. I'm feeling really inspired to take my coaching business to the next level.
That's awesome. Remember, the future of wellness is bright, and you have the power to be a part of it.
So true. But as we wrap up, I want to circle back to ethical considerations. How can we make sure we're using technology responsibly and building a business that's both profitable and purpose-driven?
That's such a crucial question. As you choose tech platforms and build your online presence, prioritize transparency and data security.
Right.
Be mindful of your messaging. Don't make unrealistic promises. And always remember, your clients are real people with real needs and aspirations.
It's about using our power for good.
Exactly.
Huh.
And ultimately, it all comes back to that human connection. Technology can amplify our efforts, but it's that empathy and guidance and support that truly transforms lives.
What a powerful reminder. I'm walking away from this deep dive feeling so energized and ready to build my own wellness empire.
That's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. Remember, the possibilities are endless, and you have the potential to make a real difference in the world.
Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and insights with us today.
It was my pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. We hope you're leaving feeling inspired, empowered, and ready to create something truly extraordinary. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep making a positive impact on the world.